back to my channel. My name is Emma. I post videos every week. I know I've been a bit absent actually sitting in front of the camera these past few... Well, I posted a video last week and before I was a bit absent. Just some personal stuff happened. My grandfather passed away and just life in general kind of got in the way of filming. But I'm back now, and I am back today with a makeup / beauty favorites. These are some older products that I've had for a while that I've rediscovered, and some new products which I have totally fallen in love with. So I'm not gonna blab that much more. So this is the third time I am trying to film this video, and let's just get straight into the product. So let's get straight into the products. I'm gonna start with some of the more skincare items, and then I'll go over the more makeup items. The first item is a relatively new one. I picked it up in the last month or so. It's the FreeSongsToUse Skin Science Deep Cleansing Cream. My old cleansing cream is running out, and I just picked up this one just as like meh, you know, it wasn't that expensive. And I think there was an offer on this thing as well, so I was like, well, let's try it. I need a new one anyway. But I actually really like this one. So they say you're supposed to use it. They recommend using it with one of those facial brushes that like rotate. But I just use it with a little silicone cleansing pad that I got from Primark. I know New Look does some too, and it just works. But you can also use it with your hands. Yeah. But what I really like about this product is that it actually has like little exfoliating beads in it. First time I used it, it's like, ooh, there's little exfoliant bits in here. Will this be okay for every day? But it's actually really soft. It's really soft exfoliating. I can't speak. It's really soft and gentle actually for your face, and it just cleans your skin without making it feel all tight and too squeaky clean. If you know if you know that feeling, you know, like when you've washed with soap and your skin feels like really squeaky clean. You definitely don't have that with this, and I really like this. Next, I've got another drugstore product. I am a little bit, well, I am on a budget, so I can't really afford high-end products. So I definitely try to look for bargains, and I really like this product. Now, this is by FreeSongsToUse, and this is from their Originals line. And I have a few items from this line, and I really like it, especially considering the price. Every product is $1.99, which is, I know, right, €1.99 for a facial oil or a day cream, night cream, eye cream. Everything is just $1.99. I think some of their masks are a little bit more expensive, but even then I think it's like $2.99. But yeah, so this is a facial oil, and this is just the Baobab one, which they had like 3 different ones, and I just picked up this one. So they have Baobab and then 2 other ones, and every ingredient, like, it's like based on this ingredient, and they have like different characteristics. So this is nourishing. So this is just, comes in a little, everything from this range comes in this brown glass, and it has like this, how do you call it, like this thing, is it a pipette in English too? Or, I don't know, just like, and you just take 3 drops of this, and I use this every morning. So I will wash my face, and then I will put this on, and then I'll let this work in my skin, work in a little bit, and I'll put my moisturizer on, and this just makes my skin feel amazing. So that's that. Next, I've got a gradual tan. It's finally spring. Weather is finally starting to get a little bit warmer, so I do enjoy a little bit more of a tan. Also because when spring comes around, I tend to go more towards whites and like baby pinks and baby blues, and I feel like those colors look a lot better if you're a little bit more tan. Plus in general I just prefer to be a bit more tan in summer and in spring, so that is why I've taken out the good old fake tan again. I love Primark fake tan. I wrote a post about it yesterday, so I will leave a link to that in the down bar, but this is the PS Bronze Moisturizing Gradual Tan. No, I think like last year or something they changed their tanning stuff to this bronze thing. It used to be My Glam Tan and I loved those products, but I picked this one up like towards the end of the summer. I used it just a few times and then fall came around, winter came around, and I just didn't use it, but now I've picked it up again and I quite like it. It is a very light, subtle tan, and you do need to, you know, it's not you put it on in the evening and the next morning, whoa, I'm tan. You do need to apply it a few times, like a few days after each other. Get a lovely light tan. Definitely not dark. If you like really dark tans, I would not pick up this one, but I don't know, like I said, I just picked this one up last end of the summer and I didn't actually check if they had any darker ones or any like different ones. I think they do, but yeah, I would definitely recommend checking them out. You're not turn orange, which was when I first started using these from Primark. I was kind of like skeptical, like am I gonna be looking like a fucking orange Oompa Loompa right now if I try this, or will I actually be able to go outside? And it does actually produce a really nice tan, so yeah, really like that, and it's only €4, so I mean for the price, give it a go, you know. Then I've got one perfume favorite. This is actually an older favorite. I think I had this little bottle for a really long time. I think I was still in high school. I think I must have had this for like 10 years or so now. But I never actually told you what this was. This is the Body Shop White Musk. I know they still do this scent, but I also know that they changed up the packaging this scent. But this is the Eau de Toilette. This is like a teeny tiny little flask. I mean, you can tell I didn't use a lot of perfume when I was younger. If I've had this for 10 years and I'm not even halfway through this bottle, but this is a really lovely fresh scent. I know not everybody likes this scent range, but I really like it. This is a very everyday subtle scent, and it's very fresh, so I definitely like that. Now onto some makeup. I'm gonna start with this. This is the PS Pro Longwear Mineralized Foundation. That was difficult. Now, I read about this online, and the main reason why I wanted to try this one, and also why I looked it up on, is because they have this in a porcelain skin tone. Yeah, that's the word. Wow. You can tell it's late and I've been up and about all day because I can't even speak anymore. But yeah, so I picked this up because they had a really pale, like, this is 00 porcelain. I have said 3 times probably already. But yeah, so in winter I most of the time have the issue that my foundations they're not necessarily too dark, but they are a little bit too dark. Like, I do have to really work it in and down my neck as well, a lot more than any other time of the year, just because, like I said, being pale, not using fake tan. I don't bother with fake tan in winter because I'm just covered up anyway, so there's that. But I decided to try this one. I went into Primark, did not have my shade. I went to a different Primark, they did not have my shade. Then I went to the other Primark again, and they had one bottle left of my shade. Well, actually the box said it was 05, but inside was 00, which turned out actually fine because this was perfect for my skin. But yeah, I mean, that's how excited I was that they had a light shade. I just literally grabbed it, went to the counter, and didn't even check inside the box or anything. Luckily it was a lighter shade and not a darker shade, because otherwise this would have been, all of that would have been for nothing. But yeah, so this is a foundation. It's pale, I'll give you that. It is actually a pretty good foundation. It's like a medium coverage to high coverage. And this also didn't oxidize on me at all. So that's a plus. And it's a fairly neutral undertone, which is always a plus. But yeah, so this comes in a little glass tin with a little pump, and I think it was €7, so around the same price that I normally pay for foundations in the drugstore anyway. So yeah. Then I have another foundation. This is a newer foundation because, like I said, I started fake tanning again, so I am a little bit darker. I mean, you might see me and go like, you call that being darker, but for me I am already a little bit tan, so I needed something a little bit darker. And I wanted to try out a new foundation from Catrice. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and it's like in one of them like bottles with, again, the squidgy thing. I do not know names for things apparently anymore. But yeah, so like you also have like the high-end brands that do these. But yeah, so I wanted to try this out, and this was also €6 or €7, and I got this one in the lightest color, which is 010 light beige. That's one thing Catrice is awful at, as is their color range for foundations. You literally have like, I think they have 4 shades, and 2 of them are two. What? Why am I struggling with the words? What are words? And 2 colors are exactly the same tone, but they have just a different undertone, a different tone. You get what I mean. Fresh battery, cause my battery died and it wasn't filming anymore. Luckily I caught it when it stopped filming, and I didn't blab on for 10 more minutes before I realized, hey, my camera's not filming. But yeah, I was talking about the foundation. So I was complaining about their range of colors, right? So that's why I went to Primark to pick up this one, because in winter these light ones are a little bit too pale. Not too pale, too dark for my pale face. Yeah, but I really like this one. It's a lightweight and non-oily texture that feels like a second skin. Provides a long-lasting full coverage without mask effect, and creates an even complexion. With high definition finish for camera-ready skin, dermatologically tested, shake before use. So yeah, just a really nice, I mean, it's lightweight, but it is pretty medium coverage, I would say. I mean, I don't have that many problems with my skin, just mainly a little bit of redness, but for the rest I have a pretty clear skin, and my skin, it covers it pretty well. It just evens out my skin tone, and it doesn't, like it says, it doesn't look cakey or like I'm even wearing foundation. So I definitely recommend this one. So yeah, that one. I have another face product. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This is in the color, hold on, 005 Light Natural. So this is a pale concealer. They don't even make their foundations this pale, but they do with their concealers. But the reason why I love this concealer is because it says it's waterproof. Well, I haven't actually tested if it's really waterproof, but it does stay on all day. Like, pretty, I mean, they say high coverage, and it really is. You really do not need a lot. It comes like this, and like under your eyes you really only need a few dots. You do not need to like put an entire triangle, because otherwise it will look, for too much it does look cakey, this one. But if you just use a little bit, this is an amazing concealer. That's the word I was looking for. Now I have this face shape and blush palette, which I also talked about in one of my previous blog posts. I got this from Action, and this was, I kid you not, I'm thinking between €1 and €2. Might even been lower than that, but it's actually pretty good. I bought this just thinking, man, I'm gonna try it, you know, if it sucks. It's not like I threw away a lot of money, but the main reason why I picked this up is because I wanted to try banana powder. But I was like, to give it a go. I love this palette. Seriously though, so you have 4 blushes in the colors pink, peach, rose, and coral. These blushes are so freaking pigmented, and they're not glittery or anything at all, because a lot of like cheaper blushes, I literally can't speak anymore. Like a lot of cheaper blushes, they're either too pigmented, there's no pigment at all, or they're like chunky glitter in them. These are actually pretty nice. And then you've got 4 pressed powders. One's in the color warm ivory, banana yellow, sandy beige, and chocolate brown. Now this banana yellow is pretty good banana powder. And then warm ivory actually kind of works as an overall setting powder. And here's where I was really surprised. I can actually use sandy beige as a contour color, and I could probably, when I'm a bit darker, and I mean, use the chocolatey one as a even deeper contour, maybe a little bit bronzer color. These are not orange at all, which is a pretty nice thing, because a lot of cheap bronzer contour colors are really orange and just don't look good with my skin tone. But this is a win, specifically for the price. And then I've got my all-time favorite highlighter palette. I picked this up I think last month, and it has been my go-to highlight palette. It is the Sleek Solstice palette, and I'm sure you all know what the inside of this palette looks like. These colors are amazing. My favorite is this brown one. They're all pretty like relatively cool toned, but that is so pretty. Highlighter is just so pretty. I love the purple one as well, but that's more like for like special occasions. But this is so pretty. I love it. And they're so smooth as well. I love this. I'm pretty sure half of you already know about this, but I'm always late to the party, so And then I've got one last item that I put on my face, which is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. Now, don't quote me on this, but I think this is like a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. Wouldn't know because I've never used the Gimme Brow stuff, but just a little spoolie, and I just put this on my brows after I've drawn them in with powder, and it just makes my brows, 1, stay in place, 2, look amazing. So this is Color Fill and Shape Colored Eyebrow Gel with Fibers for Naturally Fuller Looking Brows. And I got mine in the color Brownie Brows, and this is a really nice ashy type of brown. It's really good because sometimes browns can be a bit too warm and it just looks weird with my hair and my skin tone. So yeah, definitely love this. Again, it was pretty cheap, not sure of the exact price, but yeah, really like that one. And then my last favorite is this nail polish. This is by Hema, and it's one of their long-lasting nail polishes. I really like these. They do stay on pretty long on my regular nails. I'm now wearing false nails, so I mean it basically doesn't budge from these. But yeah, this is in the color Canal Brick House, and it's just like a brown nude type of color. It's just a really lovely color. I don't know if you can tell. Like I said, I am wearing false nails at the moment. The nails that I'm wearing are just Kruidvat nails. They have like this box, like, is it sporty or just round? I do not know. Nails, just a big box with a whole bunch of them, and I just put these on and then paint them. So those were all of my favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to keep up with every video that I post. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!